Arsenal fans, finally!
Arsenal have produced one of the most dramatic moments of deadline day, agreeing a sensational £69 million deal for Sandro Tonali, with the Italian midfielder now in London undergoing medical examinations after the club acted decisively to address the injury setback suffered by Mikel Merino. What initially threatened to derail Arsenal's carefully planned midfield balance has instead triggered a bold, high-profile move that underlines the club's growing authority in the transfer market. The timing could not be more intense. As the final hours of the window ticked away, uncertainty hung over Arsenal's midfield plans following confirmation that Merino would be sidelined. Rather than panic or settle for a short-term solution, Arsenal's hierarchy moved swiftly and strategically. Conversations accelerated behind the scenes, contacts were activated across Europe, and within hours, Sandro Tonali emerged as the priority target, a player long admired by Mikel Arteta and viewed as capable of stepping straight into the heart of Arsenal's engine room. By the afternoon, negotiations had reached an advanced stage. By early evening, the breakthrough arrived. An agreement worth £69 million was struck, and Tonali was immediately cleared to travel. Shortly after, confirmation filtered through that the midfielder had landed in London, with medicals beginning live as Arsenal raced to finalise paperwork before the deadline. This is not merely a reactive signing. It is a calculated move that reflects Arsenal's evolution under Arteta. Tonali is seen as a midfielder who elevates the team's level rather than simply filling a gap. At just 24 years old, he already possesses a wealth of experience across domestic leagues and European competition, coupled with the mental toughness required to thrive in high-pressure environments. Arsenal believe his best years are still ahead of him and that the Premier League is the ideal stage for him to reach another level. Arteta's influence on this deal cannot be overstated. The Arsenal manager has consistently demanded midfielders who combine intelligence, intensity, and positional discipline, and Tonali fits that profile almost perfectly. He is comfortable operating deep, shielding the defense and dictating tempo, yet equally capable of driving forward, winning duels, and supporting attacks when the game demands it. That tactical flexibility was a major factor behind Arsenal's willingness to invest heavily, even so late in the window. With Merino unavailable, Arsenal faced a difficult choice: trust existing depth or make a decisive intervention. They chose the latter. Internally, there was a belief that the margins at the top of the table are too fine to gamble with. Every injury, every dropped point, every moment of hesitation can define a season. Tonali's arrival is designed to eliminate uncertainty to ensure Arsenal remains strong, controlled, and competitive regardless of adversity. From a tactical perspective, Tonali offers Arteta multiple solutions. He can operate as a single pivot, allowing more creative midfielders to push higher. He can function in a double pivot, adding steel and structure against elite opposition. He can even push into advanced areas, pressing aggressively and arriving late into the box. His passing range allows Arsenal to switch play quickly, while his defensive awareness helps protect against counter-attacks, a key area Arteta has been keen to perfect. Equally important is Tonali's mentality. Arsenal's dressing room has grown younger, more confident, and more demanding of itself, but leadership remains essential during decisive moments of the season. Tonali is known for his composure under pressure, his vocal presence on the pitch, and his ability to maintain standards when games become chaotic. Those traits were highlighted repeatedly during Arsenal's internal assessments before the green light was given. As medical tests continue in London, optimism within the club is high. Arsenal's medical staff are confident that no issues will arise, and preparations for registration and announcement are already in motion. If everything proceeds as expected, the club aims to unveil Tonali shortly after medical clearance, completing one of the most eye-catching deadline day moves in recent memory. The reaction among supporters has been explosive. Social media has been flooded with flight tracking, medical updates, and debates about how Tonali will fit into Arteta's system. For many fans, this signing represents a shift in mentality, Arsenal not only responding to problems, but doing so with authority and ambition. The £69 million fee, while substantial, is viewed as a reflection of the club's confidence in Tonali's long-term impact rather than a short-term gamble. Financially, the move also signals Arsenal's readiness to compete at the very top of the market. The club's recruitment strategy has increasingly focused on players who can contribute immediately while still offering resale value and longevity. Tonali fits squarely into that vision. His age, experience, and profile align with Arsenal's broader project, one built around sustained competitiveness rather than fleeting success. What makes this deal particularly striking is the speed with which it was executed. Deadline day signings of this magnitude are rare, and even rarer when they involve players of Tonali's caliber. Arsenal's ability to identify the issue, secure the target, and move decisively speaks volumes about the club's improved structure behind the scenes. Merino's injury, while undoubtedly a blow, has inadvertently opened the door to a move that could shape Arsenal's season. Instead of weakening the squad, Arsenal may have strengthened it in a different, arguably more complete way. Tonali's arrival introduces new tactical possibilities, increases competition for places, and raises the overall level within the squad, precisely what Arteta has been striving for. As the clock continues to count down on deadline day, Arsenal remain focused on finalizing every detail. The sense around the club is clear: this is not a panic buy, but a carefully considered investment in quality, resilience, and ambition. If Tonali completes his medical and the paperwork is submitted in time, Arsenal will have turned a moment of uncertainty into one of opportunity. In the broader context of the season, this move could prove decisive. With domestic and European challenges ahead, squad depth and adaptability are no longer luxuries, they are necessities. Sandro Tonali represents both. His presence could be the difference in tight matches, the calming influence in tense moments, and the driving force when momentum threatens to slip away. For Arsenal, deadline day has delivered more than just a replacement. It has delivered a message to rivals, to supporters, and to the squad itself. Setbacks will be met with ambition. Injuries will not slow momentum. And when opportunities arise, Arsenal are ready to act. If the final formalities are completed as expected, this could be remembered as the day Arsenal reinforced their title credentials, not with hesitation, but with conviction.